Hey guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I'm going to be reviewing the ACE the UCAT ebook and telling you whether or not you should get it. So first of all, before I get into the rest of the video, I'd really appreciate it if you could like, comment, subscribe, and hit that notification bell to stay up to date with everything I post. So without wasting your time, let's get straight into the review. So the ACE to UCAT ebook is an online resource that allows you to get some extra information about the UCAT and what you should be expecting when you're trying to attempt the exam. It goes over information about all the different sections and different techniques that you should be applying in order to do well in each individual section. It also gives some general advice about the UCAT, telling you about different things that you should be considering while you're taking the exam. So my first positive about the ebook is that you have some general advice which talks about the UCAT as a whole, giving you some background information that you need to understand to, maximize your score. And it also has some section specific tips that can really help you out. One key thing to note though is that this is not an ebook if you just want to look for questions to practice. This ebook has been made to be paired with another service. These services being related to actual question banks, which you can find in places such as Medify. One that I personally recommend because I've used it a lot. The reason for this is because the ebook is trying to explain to you the different tips and more of an understanding of what you should be expecting rather than giving you the questions that you need to be practicing. It's another element of the exam that you need to be familiar with in order to make sure that you can maximize your results. Because obviously, as I've said before, practice for the UCAT is the most important thing, but you need to understand how to practice optimally. Medify gives you the tools to practice, and this ebook gives you the tools to do it in the optimal fashion. So this is the reason why I think it's quite a good product. However, it is key to note that you should not be buying it if you're just looking to practice questions, because it has not been made for that. However, I think it's a very useful tool to be used alongside a question bank or another service that provides questions. So to give you some information to tell you what you should be expecting from the ebook, I'm going to tell you how each section is targeted in the ebook. So for each section, there's 4 key things that get mentioned. These are the timings of each section, guessing advice, things to keep in mind, and method. These 4 core principles are very important for each section. The reason why I think these 4 core principles are so important is because the UCAT is not a knowledge-based exam. If you've been watching my videos for some time, you've probably heard this a million times. However, it's just so true, so you need to keep it in mind. Trying to memorize content for the UCAT is not going to be optimal. The best way to improve your UCAT score is to find ways where you can answer the questions faster and more accurately. Because at the end of the day, the people that score well in the UCAT are the ones that can optimize their time the most. Because most of the time, the timings are so fine and they're so small that most people, even though they could answer the exam if they had 5 hours, in the short amount of time they have, they really struggle. And that's what makes the UCAT so difficult. It's that time pressure and the constraint that you have trying to answer many questions in a short amount of time. So the principles that have been mentioned in this ebook are so important because they help you go over timing and go over guessing and go over the little things that can help you optimize the timings you need for the exam itself. One thing that I really like is the fact that it gives you guessing advice. So it gives you information about flagging and how you should be doing it, how you should be approaching each different question, and how you should be answering it in the optimal fashion. This is specific to each type of section, which is something that I really think is important because so many people glance over the fact that guessing is such an integral part of the UCAT. If you don't know how to guess correctly, or if you don't know how to make those educational guesses, you're just going to be doing really badly in the exam. And that's because you don't have enough time to be going over every single specific question. So I feel like mentioning this in the ebook is an important thing because it shows that there's a deep understanding of what is important to increase your score. On top of this, the ebook goes over some other important information, such as the type of questions you should be expecting, explaining what the types of questions are and what can come up. And it also stresses a lot that timing is so important, which again, I'm going to keep saying, it's just an important thing to understand. One thing that I also really enjoy is the fact that it goes very in-depth into situational judgment section. This is something I'm personally not going to cover on my channel because I just think it's too much hassle. But this ebook does it very well, and it does it in a very comprehensive fashion. It goes over the section in much detail and explains to you how different answers can impact your score. Because bear in mind, with the situational judgment test, it's not really just a one answer fits all. So you might be wondering, who should buy this ebook? Well, obviously if you're taking the UCAT, this is targeted for you, but it's more so for people that think that they don't have a great understanding of the structure of the UCAT. Obviously there's a lot of videos online that go over how to answer questions in the UCAT, etc. But I feel like this book condenses it all in one and allows you to go over the topics very easily. But it's also made for those people that are taking the UCAT and they specifically feel that they aren't getting any improvement in their scores. This book can help give you that little push that you need to find those little nuances, those little things that you can boost to help optimize your score. I definitely don't think you should be relying on this book alone to do well in your UCAT. It needs to be paired with another service like Medify or like the Medic Portal or the other services that provide question banks. Because as I said before, practice is the most important thing. However, it's a good accessory to these resources and it allows you to improve your score. So overall, I think I would recommend this ebook. This is mostly because of the fact that it's much below the prices of any UCAT courses that you can find out there, most of them being in the hundreds of pounds. And it gives you all the key information and all the little tips that you need for a very low price. If you guys are interested in finding out more about this ebook, make sure you check the links below related to the ebook, and also check out my Instagram because I'm going to be doing a giveaway for one of these ebooks as well. So if you guys are interested in that, make sure you check out the links to find out more information about this ebook. So thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you found this style of video where I review a resource to be useful. If you guys want me to review other resources for the UCAT, please let me know in the description down below. And if you have any further questions, please don't hesitate to write them in the comments down below or just DM me on Instagram. And to make it totally transparent, this ebook company did reach out to me. However, it was up to me to make the review, and this is my own personal opinion on whether I think the ebook is good or not. I wasn't paid to say this. If you enjoyed the video, please make sure that you like, comment, subscribe, and hit that notification bell to stay up to date with all my content. And if you're interested in seeing more content, make sure you check out my Instagram and my TikTok here. And you can also check out the playlist up here to check out all the content that I have on the UCAT. On top of this, if you have any video ideas or any topics you want me to cover, please let me know in the comments down below. And thank you for watching.